If you've ever felt a tingling or numbness in your feet, you know how unsettling it can be. Maybe you've experienced a sudden lack of sensation, or your balance feels off when you walk. You're not alone. These are real concerns for millions of seniors, and for many, they're the first signs of nerve damage or neuropathy. Does it make you hesitate when you step down in the morning, wondering if your feet will support you today? Or maybe you've noticed that your usual exercises don't feel quite as easy or safe as they once did? The truth is, certain movements could be making your symptoms worse, even without you realizing it. But don't worry, you're not stuck in this. You have control. The good news is, by making a few simple changes to your routine, you can protect your feet and improve your strength and balance. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 exercises you need to avoid if you're dealing with foot numbness or tingling. And most importantly, I'll show you safer, more effective alternatives you can do, so you can stay active, protect your feet, and move through life with confidence. If you've been dealing with numbness in your feet, or if you've been worried about the impact on your health, this video is for you. Stay with me, and let's take the first step toward a safer, stronger you. But before we start discussing the exercises, let's briefly talk about what causes numbness in the feet. Now, you might be wondering, why are my feet feeling this way? It's a question that many people dealing with numbness and tingling ask themselves, and the answer is not always simple. There are a few common causes of foot numbness, each affecting your nerves in different ways. Let's take a closer look at them. First, let's talk about diabetic neuropathy. This is one of the most common causes of numbness, especially for those who've lived with diabetes for a while. When your blood sugar levels are consistently high, over time, they can damage the nerves in your feet, causing tingling, numbness, or even pain. It's like your nerves are slowly losing their ability to communicate with your brain, leading to these strange sensations. But diabetic neuropathy isn't the only culprit. Poor circulation can also play a huge role. When blood doesn't flow properly to your feet, nerves don't get the nutrients they need, and this can cause numbness or a cold, tingling feeling. It's like your feet are being left out in the cold, even when you're indoors. Then there's sciatica, a condition where the sciatic nerve gets compressed, often by a herniated disc in the spine. This can cause shooting pain, tingling, and numbness that travels down your legs and into your feet. If you had back problems or experienced any issues with your spine, sciatica might be the cause of your foot symptoms. And let's not forget medications. Certain medicines, especially those for blood pressure, chemotherapy, or even cholesterol, can have side effects that affect your nerves. Sometimes, these side effects don't show up right away, but over time, they can lead to that uncomfortable tingling or numbness we're talking about. Now, I know this might sound a bit overwhelming, but don't let it worry you too much. Understanding the cause of your foot numbness is important. But there's good news. No matter what's causing it, the right kind of exercise can help. However, and this is key, it has to be the right kind of exercise. Movement is essential to keep your nerves healthy. It boosts circulation, strengthens muscles, and keeps your body moving in ways that protect and support your feet. But here's the catch. Some exercises, if done the wrong way, can make things worse. That's why, in the next section, we're going to walk through 5 exercises that you need to avoid if you feel numbness in your feet, and I'll share safer, more effective alternatives to help you feel stronger and more stable. The key is to move, but do it smartly and safely, so your feet get the care they need to keep you going strong. Exercise number 1 to avoid: high-impact cardio. So now that we've covered some of the reasons behind the numbness and tingling you might be feeling, let's talk about how exercise can either help or hurt. You may already know how important it is to stay active, but it's just as important to move in ways that are kind to your body, especially when you're dealing with foot numbness. Let's dive right into one of the exercises that might be causing more harm than good. High-impact cardio exercises, like jumping jacks or running, are often recommended for improving fitness. But if you're dealing with foot numbness, these exercises can be tough on your body. The repetitive pounding from high-impact movements places a lot of stress on your joints and nerves. This can aggravate the very thing you're trying to heal, causing more tingling, more numbness, and, unfortunately, putting you at higher risk for falls. Now, I'm sure you're thinking, but I need to stay active to feel good. And you're absolutely right. Staying active is crucial for your health, but it's all about finding the right type of activity. Let's talk about a safer alternative that's not just gentle on your feet, but can also be incredibly effective for your overall health. Water aerobics is one of the best options when it comes to low-impact cardio. The buoyancy of the water supports your body and reduces the stress on your joints, while still providing an excellent workout for your heart, legs, and yes, your feet. The water's resistance also helps build strength and improve circulation without the harsh pounding that can worsen numbness. If water aerobics feels out of reach, don't worry. Another great alternative is seated marching or walking in place. These movements get your blood flowing and promote circulation, all while keeping you grounded and safe. You can do this in the comfort of your own home. Just grab a sturdy chair and start marching in place. It may seem simple, but you'll be amazed at how much this gentle exercise can benefit your feet and legs. The key here is finding ways to get your heart pumping without overloading your feet and nerves. These low-impact exercises allow you to maintain a healthy lifestyle, improve circulation, and stay active without the risk of aggravating your symptoms. So remember, it's not about pushing through pain or discomfort. It's about moving smarter, not harder. So, next time you're thinking about a high-impact workout, consider these safer alternatives instead. Your feet and your body will thank you for it. Exercise number 2 to avoid: toe raises on hard surfaces. Let's now look at another exercise that might be unknowingly causing your feet more harm than good: toe raises. You may have seen this one in physical therapy or read about it online. In theory, toe raises seem harmless. You simply lift your toes off the ground while standing, trying to strengthen the muscles in the front of your feet and lower legs. However, here's the problem. When you perform toe raises on a hard surface, they can put a lot of pressure on the nerves and tendons in the balls of your feet. This pressure can increase discomfort, cause burning sensations, and, in some cases, make the numbness even worse. For those of us dealing with neuropathy, this exercise can be a real challenge. It's understandable if this is frustrating to hear. After all, strengthening exercises like toe raises are often recommended to help with foot strength, but when done incorrectly or on the wrong surface, they can actually contribute to more pain and discomfort. You don't deserve to suffer like that, especially when there are safer, gentler ways to achieve the same results. Let's talk about an alternative that's much friendlier to your feet: heel-to-toe rocking while seated. This is a simple, yet powerful movement that allows you to build foot strength and flexibility without any of the pressure that comes from standing exercises. All you need is a sturdy chair and a flat surface to sit on. To perform heel-to-toe rocking, simply sit in a comfortable chair with your feet flat on the floor. Slowly rock your feet forward, bringing the toes up and off the ground, then rock them backward, lifting your heels. This simple, flowing movement mimics the natural motion of walking and helps gently stretch and strengthen the muscles in your feet and lower legs. But here's the key. Since you're seated, you're removing the risk of overloading your feet and nerves with unnecessary weight. What's amazing about this exercise is that it targets the muscles in your feet without forcing them to bear weight. And by regularly doing this, you can improve the circulation in your feet, which is so crucial for combating numbness and tingling. If you want an extra layer of support, you can hold on to a balance bar, the back of the chair, or even a countertop while doing the exercise. This gives you extra stability, so you don't have to worry about losing your balance, especially if your feet are already feeling weak or numb. This isn't just a gentle exercise. It's a smart, strategic way to work on your foot strength without the risk of overdoing it. And over time, you'll start to notice your feet feeling stronger with less discomfort. By replacing those high-impact toe raises with a seated exercise, you're giving your body what it really needs: a safer, more sustainable way to stay active. So, next time you're tempted to do toe raises on a hard surface, remember, you can get the same benefits by using the seated alternative. Your feet will thank you, and you'll be protecting them from unnecessary strain. Keep building your strength at your own pace, and you'll notice the difference. Exercise number 3 to avoid: stair climbing or step UPS, repetitive, fast-paced. Next, we come to a very common exercise that many people believe is great for building strength: stair climbing or fast-paced step-ups. It's a classic choice for toning the legs and improving balance. But here's the thing. If you're dealing with foot numbness or nerve issues, this exercise may be putting you at more risk than you realize. Stair climbing and rapid step-ups are high-impact activities that require a lot of precision and balance. For seniors experiencing numbness or tingling in the feet, the risk is significant. The lack of feeling or sensation in your feet can make it harder to judge the position of your foot or detect any missteps. As a result, there's a much higher risk of falls and injury. And on top of that, the repetitive motion can put a strain on your calves, knee joints, and nerve pathways, making your numbness even worse. It's absolutely understandable that you might think this is a good exercise to keep moving, but when it comes to foot health and safety, we need to prioritize caution. The last thing you want is to push your body to the point of injury while trying to strengthen it. So what can you do instead? The good news is that there are alternative exercises that provide similar benefits without the risk. Let's start with slow step-ups using a handrail for support. By performing this exercise at a slower, controlled pace, you take away the fast, repetitive movements that increase your risk of falls. To do slow step-ups, start by standing in front of a stable platform or a low step, making sure you have a handrail or sturdy support nearby. Slowly step one foot onto the platform, keeping the movement steady and controlled. Pause for a moment, then gently bring your other foot onto the step. After a few seconds, step back down 1 foot at a time. Focus on balance, stability, and form rather than speed. Go at your own pace, and if needed, use to support a chair or wall for extra safety. The key here is that you're mimicking the same motion of stair climbing, but without the fast-paced, repetitive strain. This exercise can still work your leg muscles and help you develop strength in your lower body, but with much less stress on your feet and nerves. If you're feeling unsure about using a step or platform, another fantastic alternative is the chair sit-to-stand exercise. This one is great for leg strength and stability, and you can do it safely with support. To perform the chair sit-to-stand, sit in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Place your hands on the armrests or on your thighs for support. Then, slowly stand up, using your leg muscles rather than pushing off your arms. Once you're standing, pause for a moment, then sit back down, maintaining control and focusing on your form. Repeat this motion slowly and deliberately. The beauty of the chair sit-to-stand is that it mimics the motion of getting up from a chair or step, but it's much safer, especially if you have any concerns about balance. Plus, it helps strengthen your legs, glutes, and core muscles, all essential for maintaining your independence and reducing the risk of falls. Remember, just because something is a common exercise doesn't mean it's always the best choice for your body. By choosing slower, more controlled movements, you can work your legs and improve your balance without putting yourself at unnecessary risk. There's no need to rush your progress. The goal is to strengthen your body in a way that feels safe, sustainable, and empowering. Exercise number 4, to avoid balance exercises without support. Now, let's talk about balance exercises. Balance is crucial, especially as we age, and there are many exercises out there designed to help improve it. One of the most common is the one-leg stand. It seems simple enough standing on one leg to improve stability, but for someone with foot numbness or nerve damage, this exercise can be risky and even dangerous. If you can't feel your feet properly, it becomes almost impossible to tell if your weight is evenly distributed or if you're leaning too far to one side. This lack of sensation can cause you to lose your balance, and without warning, you could fall. The last thing you want is to risk a serious injury, especially when you're working so hard to stay healthy and active. But don't worry. The good news is that there are ways to work on balance that are much safer and still very effective. Instead of trying to balance without support, we can adapt the one-leg stand to keep you safe while still challenging your body. Here's what I recommend. Instead of standing on one leg without support, try holding onto a sturdy chair or countertop while you perform the one-leg stand. Start by standing with your feet hip-width apart. When you're ready, lift 1 foot off the ground, just a few inches. Hold this position for as long as you can, but make sure to use a chair or counter to help you stay balanced. If you're feeling comfortable, try holding your leg up for a few seconds and then gently lower it back down. Repeat with the other leg. This exercise builds strength in your legs, hips, and core, while the support helps you avoid the risk of fall. The key here is consistency. As you get stronger, you can gradually increase the amount of time you hold the position. And, as always, make sure to take it slow and focus on your balance. Don't rush through the movement. Another great exercise for improving balance, and one that's often safer for those with foot numbness, is tandem walking. For this one, you'll want to walk in a straight line, as though you were walking on a tightrope, heel to toe. But instead of doing this on your own, use the support of a wall, counter, or stable piece of furniture. Place one hand lightly on the wall for balance, and slowly walk in a straight line, focusing on your heel-to-toe movement. The beauty of tandem walking is that it challenges your balance in a safe, controlled manner. By keeping your hand on the support, you reduce the risk of falling, while still practicing the balance you need to maintain your independence. Plus, it's a fantastic exercise for strengthening your feet, ankles, and legs, while helping to improve coordination. So, when it comes to balance exercises, don't feel like you need to push yourself to do them without support. It's okay to lean on something for help. That's what support is there for. You can still improve your balance and stability safely, without putting yourself at risk. Remember, the goal is to stay strong, not to fall or hurt yourself along the way. Exercise number 5 to avoid: hard surface walking without arch support. Finally, let's talk about walking. Walking is often one of the first activities we think of when it comes to staying active. But for those experiencing foot numbness or nerve issues, walking on hard surfaces, especially without proper arch support, can do more harm than good. If you walk on hard surfaces like concrete, tile, or pavement without the right support, it can put added pressure on your feet. This isn't just uncomfortable. It can actually cause more damage to your nerves and increase your numbness, tingling, or even pain. The harder the surface, the more shock your feet experience with every step. And when you can't feel your feet properly, it's hard to gauge the damage it's causing. But don't worry. You don't need to give up walking altogether. The key is to make sure your feet are protected, and that's where the right footwear comes in. If you're experiencing numbness or nerve damage, it's essential to wear shoes that offer proper arch support, cushioning, and protection. First and foremost, make sure you're wearing well-fitting, cushioned orthopedic shoes. These shoes are designed to absorb shock and distribute pressure evenly across your feet, which reduces the strain on your nerves. Look for shoes with good arch support that don't allow your feet to collapse inward as you walk. It's also a good idea to avoid shoes that are too flat, as they don't provide the support your feet need to stay comfortable and safe. When shopping for shoes, look for those that have a deep, cushioned insole. A shoe with a slightly raised heel can also help take pressure off your feet, which can make a big difference in reducing numbness and discomfort. And remember, shoes with adjustable straps or laces are your best bet, as they allow you to customize a fit to your feet and make sure they're not too tight or too loose. If you already have a pair of shoes you love, but they don't provide enough support, consider adding orthotic insoles. These are designed to provide extra cushioning and help correct any misalignment in your feet. Many stores offer insoles specifically made for seniors, so you can choose the one that best supports your foot shape and walking needs. And don't forget, there are also options for walking indoors that can help take the strain off your feet. If you're walking on hard surfaces inside your home, consider using foam pads or mats in areas where you walk the most. These can act as a cushion between your feet and the hard floor, reducing the shock each step takes. Simple changes like this can make a huge difference in how your feet feel during and after walking. So, the bottom line is this: keep walking, but do it with the right shoes and support. Your feet deserve comfort, and with the right adjustments, you can continue to stay active and independent without putting unnecessary strain on your nerves. Now that we've gone through the exercises to avoid, let's take a moment to talk about lifestyle habits that can support your nerve health and keep you feeling your best. Dealing with foot numbness or neuropathy doesn't mean you're powerless. In fact, there are a few simple habits you can incorporate into your daily life to help support your nerves and keep your feet healthy. Let's explore some of these tips together. 1. Hydration, keeping your tissues healthy. First, hydration is so much more important than we sometimes realize. Water plays a critical role in keeping your tissues, especially nerve tissues, healthy. Dehydration can cause your nerves to become more sensitive, which might make numbness or tingling feel worse. So, try to drink plenty of water throughout the day to keep your body well hydrated. Keep a water bottle nearby and make it a habit to sip regularly. If plain water feels too bland, infuse it with a slice of lemon or cucumber. The more consistently you hydrate, the better your body and your nerves will feel. 2. Foot care. Inspect your feet daily. Taking care of your feet is another simple yet powerful habit. Foot care becomes especially important when you're experiencing numbness, as you may not feel cuts, blisters, or pressure points that could lead to complications. So, make a routine to inspect your feet every day. Look for any signs of redness, swelling, or injury. Take a few moments each evening to check your feet thoroughly, especially the soles and between the toes. If you notice anything unusual, it's best to consult a doctor right away to avoid any further issues. Your feet deserve this care, and this small step can help prevent bigger problems later on. 3. Supplements and diet. Support from the inside out. Your diet also plays a significant role in maintaining nerve health. Vitamins and minerals, such as B12 and alpha-lipoic acid, are known for supporting nerve function. B12 is especially important for seniors, as it helps maintain healthy nerve cells. Alpha-lipoic acid, a powerful antioxidant, can also help reduce symptoms of neuropathy. Talk to your doctor about incorporating these supplements into your routine. They can guide you on the right dosage to fit your needs. Additionally, a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, and lean proteins will provide your body with the nutrients it needs to heal and thrive. Your body is your best ally, so treat it with nourishing foods that promote overall well-being. 4. Stretching. Improve circulation, reduce tension. Stretching is another simple yet effective way to improve circulation and ease tension in your feet. Gentle stretching, especially in the morning or before bed, can help stimulate blood flow to your feet and lower legs, which is crucial for nerve health. Try seated stretches for your calves, ankles, and toes. These stretches don't have to be intense. Gentle, slow movements can work wonders. You can also try doing foot flexes while seated, or even simple ankle circles. These stretches improve flexibility, reduce stiffness, and make it easier to move throughout the day. Remember, this isn't about pushing yourself too hard, just moving in ways that feel good and give your body the attention it needs to stay healthy. These small, consistent habits can go a long way in supporting your nerve health and reducing symptoms of numbness and tingling. The more proactive you are, the better you'll feel. As we wrap up, remember, numbness doesn't have to be the end of your journey. It's simply a warning light from your body that something needs attention. It's a sign to slow down, take stock of your health, and make small adjustments that can make a big difference in your daily life. You deserve strength, balance, and confidence at every age. And even if you're dealing with foot numbness or early signs of neuropathy, it's not too late to take action. With the right exercises, lifestyle habit, and self-care, you can move forward with less discomfort, more stability, and the ability to keep doing the things you love. So, remember to avoid the exercises that could make things worse, and embrace the safer alternatives. Prioritize your nerve health with simple lifestyle changes. Stay active, stay informed, and stay safe. The path ahead may be different than before, but it's still full of possibility. Keep moving forward, and don't let foot numbness slow you down. You've got this. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who might need it. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Which exercise surprised you the most? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and remember, your health is in your hands.